So they've got a really cool display here of some dragsters. Got a trio of slingshots here, and they're prepping to fire these bad boys up at 11 o'clock. And I'm sure you'll be able to hear that thunder anywhere on the place here today. What a gorgeous 1954 Chevy. I'm a big color guy, and I'm a firm believer that the color can make or break a car, and it absolutely made this one. Just an incredible shade of green. I see right there, sitting on the seat right there, they have a celebrity pick award by Goolsby Customs. Very cool. This is what I would say is a mild custom. Check out the tail lights on that. It's got a little bit of a tail dragger stance, but I absolutely love this car.
Go ahead.
Y'all, I have found the most incredible 1957 Chevy Bel Air I believe I've ever seen, and right here's the man that can tell us about it. What is your name?
Kamaka Pocock, born vintage hot rods.
Good to meet you. Tell us a little bit about this car.
Yeah, so 57 Chevy built for Mike Mashburn out of Bakersfield, California. Ton of work into this thing to, you know, make it look subtle, but yet separate itself from other cars. First off, the rear roof area has been pancaked in essence to lower, you know, just give that roof line a little more sleeker look. The bullets on the hood, obviously completely shaved hood. Little Louis handmade brass trim down the side. EVOD billet machine roof trim. Eliminated the wing window. It's running an infinity box wiring system, 525 horse LS3 with a Tremec 6-speed. We're running shop wheels. It's on a Scott's Hot Rods chassis.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the first thing that drew me to this car is the color. Tell me a little bit about the color.
So it's out of Texas, Paint House, Texas, Randy Apple 2. Yeah. So
okay. Let's step over here and take a little closer look at it.
Yeah, Randy makes a killer product there. So I mean,
I'm sure the camera won't hardly pick up the color of this, but it is absolutely stunning. Tell us about the interior.
Ron Mangus interior, full custom dash, you know, with the 4 bucket seats throughout the whole entire thing. You know, one-off steering wheel. It's an EVOD machine steering wheel as well. We have some, you know, machine pieces throughout, BBT fab. Car was built in honor of Mike's dad. So if you notice on the steering wheel, that's his father's name on there in the script. So the name of the car is Relentless. You know, the tail light housings are all one-piece billet aluminum as well. Bumpers cut, tuck, shave. I mean, anything and everything we can do to, you know, to try and separate ourselves from
absolutely
the 57 Chevy.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous car. Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
As I was walking up to this truck, I heard one of the spectators say, everything is just better with flames. And I have to agree that they look mighty good on this one. It's a good thing that I got some footage of it yesterday, because Dave Kindig's latest build right here has been drawing a crowd all morning. Just an incredible car. This is the first chance I've got to get close to it today, as this had just a throng of people around it. I'm telling you, everywhere you turn at this event, there is an absolute stunner of a vehicle. This is probably just in my top, I don't know, 5 here of favorite things. It's all incredible, but I just love this Volkswagen.
So it starts with our Spec Series line, which is you know, it's a more economical chassis from a price point standpoint, but great performance, more of a direct bolt-on type chassis. So we hit some of the unibody applications, first gen.
What if the California Kid were a pickup? Well, you'd have this right here, the California Kid Express. I've always thought that you know, a 34 Ford would make a great looking pickup, and here is proof positive. I love this thing. What a sinister looking 1965 Buick Riviera. Always my favorite feature about these cars is the flip up headlights right there, or the clamshell style headlights. Looks like it's LS powered, and kind of a contrary to what everything else you see around here. The engine is just done up in kind of a charcoal gray powder coat. Very little, if any, chrome. I see some little stainless steel fasteners there, here and there, but very sanitary. Very unusual choice for the interior color, but I dig it. And boy, I sure smell that leather. Got some matching luggage back here in the back. That's pretty cool. I absolutely love the color on this Volkswagen. This is a 1968.
I like the one.
But I can tell that it's had some custom work done to it, because 68 would have had the high back bucket seats and the padded dash, but it's got neither of those. It looks like it's got earlier seats and an earlier dash, as well as earlier tail lights. Also, it would have had the gas fill on the side, to the best of my recollection there. But I can see that's been shaved, so it's got the gas tank of an earlier one right here up front. Y'all, I have found one of the best tin woodies I believe I've ever seen. What a gorgeous, gorgeous color combo on this car, and every bit of that right there is hand painted, airbrushed. One of the best jobs I've ever seen. And even right here where the wood would actually be seamed together right there, it looks like it's got an actual crack right there, but it doesn't. And that is where they would have put a little wood filler in there and you know, finished that seam off. But you can see it's faux, it's fake. Absolutely stunning paint job on this car. Is this your car, sir?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Kevin Carter.
Get up here and tell us a little bit about it.
It's a 1952 Chevrolet tin woody station wagon. It's sitting on a Art Marson chassis, LS3 430 horsepower, 4L65E transmission. It's got air, tilt, cruise. I say it's a 5224. It's a 52 model that runs like a 24. But
that's
we
a
found
good
it actually
saying.
on the Bourbon Trail up in Kentucky.
Okay.
And it was next to Four Roses Distillery there.
Okay.
And so we were able to obtain the car. I sat on it for about a year, and my wife was wanting me to do it. I said, I'll never get that done. So we sent it down to Mike Goldman Customs in Meridian, Mississippi, and they did the build and did an excellent job on it. It's all airbrushed, that is.
Did they do the
no, Paul Quinn out of Pennsylvania today. He's a pinstriper.
absolutely incredible.
Oh, but he says he's a pinstriper.
He absolutely is an artist. That is incredible.
But I enjoyed coming to things like this. I love cars. My wife likes them. It makes it easy on me. And we love picking out our colors. We do all that together.
Yeah.
And then I love meeting people. At my job, I'm a county coroner in Bowling Green. 42 years I've been coroner up there. And I don't see a lot of happiness. But coming down here, I can see people smiling and laughing and talking, and I can enjoy that. And it charges my batteries up, and I go back to work for about 2 or 3 weeks, and I hit another show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you drive it a lot?
Yes, we drove it on the power tour this year.
You did?
Yes, sir.
How many miles did you log?
We put 1,400.
1,400 miles in a tin woody.
In a tin woody. And we debuted it last August at the Street Rod Nationals in Louisville. And Mike won Builder of the Year with this car.
Oh, wow.
And then we went to the SEMA show with it, showed it at SEMA in Las Vegas. And then I started driving it a little bit. And then after I show it for about a year or so, I'm ready to drive it. I'm ready to start driving.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. Outstanding car, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for telling us about it.
Have a great day.
So I'm exiting the winner's circle right there, and just the caliber of vehicles that didn't make it in the winner's circle at this show is absolutely insane. Here's a great example. I like the way they molded in the tail lights right there. What an original 1932 Ford Roadster. And when I say original, I don't mean bone stock. I mean it is different than all the rest. Lots of interesting features on this car, like that twisted metal spreader bar right there, and these hood inserts. Small block Chevy powered in there that's detailed to the hilt with cloth covered spark plug wires to get kind of a period correct look. Two-tone paint job, and look at the metalwork inside here. Very interesting. Lots of little visual details on this car that sets it apart from everything else. Also the wood floor there. Very cool. One of the coolest things I've found here this weekend at the Triple Crown is this little camper right here. This is an Airstream. Right here's the owner of it. Tell us a little bit about this thing.
It is a 1948 Win. They only made 50 of them. It's supposedly one of 12 known to exist, and this particular one was sold brand new to Mr. James L. Ingram with his social security number from the factory.
Wow.
Which is an interesting thing that they did back then. And there's supposedly only 12 known to exist. This particular one was restored for James Hetfield, the lead singer of Metallica.
Really?
And Mr. Dave Winnick of Winnick Airstreams restored this. That's his logo there. And it's just an incredible little piece of Americana and history. And you can look inside. It's been revamped a little bit.
Got his logo right there on the table as well.
Yeah. So we bring it to shows and hang out and just enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Boy, this thing is highly polished. Like the directional turn signals right there and the stoplight. Love the details right there with all those rivets and polished aluminum. Very cool. Thank you so much for telling us about your Airstream.
Yes, sir. You guys enjoy your day here at the Triple Crown. It's amazing.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
How about a C30 double dually? Never seen one of these before. But you can see right back here, it's got tandem dually axles and a custom built flatbed on it. Talk about standing out from the crowd. What an eye catcher this Model A pickup is. This is a 28 or 29 Model A. It's done up in a very late 50s style custom show car type of a style right here, with some very heavy metal flake in that gold paint. It's got a Buick nail head in with no less than 4 big number 97 Strongberg carburetors on it. A very 50s style touch right here is the white vinyl running board covers to match the white vinyl top and the white vinyl roll and tuck interior. Another very 50s style touch right here is the belly burner exhaust that runs down the bed right there, with the fishtail exhaust tips back here in the back. What a killer truck. Y'all, I spotted something right over here that was unusual. Don't see many of them. Looks like a Pimco milk truck. Boy, the wind is sure getting up around here. I hope these folks have their canopies tied down good. Hope the camera's not picking up on too much wind noise. I like this thing. Check out the roof. Boy, that's really neat. Retractable.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the 2024 Triple Crown of Riding. It is now just about 12 o'clock straight up, and I have invited Staff Sergeant Tristan Straley to come to the stage. He's with the U.S. Army and is also going to be singing our national anthem. So please remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and join us for the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled bitter it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yes, outstanding. Staff Sergeant Straley, before you leave the stage, would you mind if I chat with you for a quick second? Tell us, you're a heck of a singer. You've been singing a long time.
Yes, sir. I've been singing for quite a while, since I was very young.
Yeah? You've got a good, solid soul.
I have found Dave Kendig's booth right here, and another one of his custom creations. Just incredible. So many details on this thing to take in. It's hard just to get up close to the thing. There's been so many people around it. I have found a really cool little 32 Ford 5-window here. Something looks a little bit off about that flathead though. Like the color combo. My favorite body style of 32 Ford cars, if we're talking coupes. Love the bumper right here on the back and the way they've curved the Nitro Man license plate around the back.
What a nice guy Phil Bob is.
Aviator style gauges in there. I don't know, I'm thinking this may be an LS in disguise. What do y'all think? I always enjoy seeing vintage engines like this Y-block right here in this little Model A coupe. Over here we've got an old Cadillac engine. Here's a really cool patina ride. This truck has some very unusual elements on it. Like the trim on the hood right there. It's a 572 big block Chevy crate engine in there, looks like. Bucket seats in here, all custom. Check out the headliner.
it's pretty cool. So I explained that to him, and he was very gracious. It's a first class sound, and a lot of nice cars. Very quickly, that line.
So here is the giveaway truck right here. If you've got a registered car, you're eligible to win this. And man, that would be a killer prize. Over here we got Bobby Alloway's hot rod shop and some of his rides that he's built. While Dave Kendig is up there on the stage doing an interview, I am going to check out this 1932 Ford Phaeton. What a neat little Willys right here. Here's one of the cleanest built 54 or 55 First Series trucks I've seen in a long time. It's got a small block Chevy in there, and it's blown with a Demon carburetor on there. Check out the way they did this hump back here in the back of the bed for a little suspension travel. I like the molded in tail lights right there. Very cool. And check out this little custom touch right here where they rounded off the bed rails. So I'm here at the Rad Rods booth right here, and this is Troy Trepanier, if I pronounced that correct. I probably butchered the name. He's been around the scene for a long time. I've always admired his work, but they're here with a couple of the most innovative hot rods that I've seen here this weekend. Now, this started out life as a 29 Model A two-door sedan, but there's not 1 inch of this thing that has not been heavily customized and massaged. But there's a shot of the quick change rear end. You can see peeking through that custom rear panel. These wheel arches have been raised and contoured, obviously chopped, and the windshield has been V'd right there. And you can see it's got custom trim around the windshield. And it looks like they've taken a combination of 1932 and 1934 grille designs right there. I guess you could probably throw in there a 1936, the way it swoops back underneath right there. Really cool design on the steering right there. Here we've got a Chrysler, again heavily customized, and there's a whole lot of subtlety going on right here. It may not look like it on camera, but this car is two-tone. The top is just a little bit darker than the bottom right there, separated by this trim and this somewhat of a brown color right there in between. So I'm at the Shadow Rods booth right here, and they have a great display of early style hot rods. This one being a 32 Ford 4-door sedan, and that is a genuine pair of Ardun heads right there. Those are practically made of unobtainium because those are just about impossible to find. But that is a genuine Ardun head flatty in this 32. Over here we got last year's winner for Street Rod of the Year at this same show, and this is one of their own bodies. They make a 1926 or 27 style Model T Roadster body, with the exception of it is lengthened about 4 inches right there, and it is even made taller by about 3 inches, and it's even widened right there a little bit, so that gives you plenty of room inside the cockpit. If you know anything about Model T Roadsters, you'd appreciate the extra room, because let me tell you, these things don't have enough room in them to cuss a cat. Here's one in raw steel, so you can really see their handiwork. They even make their own windshield stanchions there. I actually sat in this one right here. They were kind enough to let me try it on for size, and it felt just about like sitting in a 32 Ford Roadster for size. What a great display of early style hot rods. Got a couple more over here. Here's a 32 Ford Roadster, 40 Ford style wheels. It's got lake pipes on it here that dumps out underneath the chassis. Disc brakes on the front of this one, but I guess this one has to be my favorite of the bunch. This is a 28 or 29 Model A 2-door sedan, and it's fenderless. I like the grill insert made specifically for that grill. Just an outstanding display of hot rods. Over here I found a 59 Cadillac, big and little right there. They've got an exact replica of the big one right here. I don't know if this is an original 1960s build or not, but it is represented as a Darrell Starbird, original 1960 concept design. But it looks every bit the part. Looks like it could have stepped right out of a 1960s hot rod magazine. Hey y'all, thanks for coming along with me and checking out the Triple Crown of Rodding held in Nashville, Tennessee. Be sure to check out my other videos from this event. And until next time, y'all get out there and build something.